Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Wednesday, October 2nd, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this one. And that's 264.56 is a rising 1 month, 4-week channel top. 2 months. Early August low. The first week of August, we're in the first week of October, so 2 months, of course. 264.56 finds its sister formation, if you will, on the weekly chart. Same exact formation at 266.22. So this area is narrowing daily. 266.22, a static level, of course, for the entire week, and 264.56 is rising a bit every day. It is a less than a 2-point range now that can contain buying through next week, and below which 234.06, as I've been saying now for the last week, remains a 1 to 3 week objective, 2 to 3 week objective, depending on volatility. Now, for the day itself, near where we closed in the low 258 handle, we've got 257.56, this rising 3-week channel bottom that can contain intraday activity. So if we open above 57.67, 264.56 is likely again today. If we open below 57.67, I see selling pressures building right out of the gates. And certainly if we were to close below 255.77, which is the low of the high, a mere minor point today, that adds to the bearish emphasis. But my intraday pivot points, my soft tradable levels for day traders, aggressive day traders, is 257.67 in the immediate vicinity, 248.53, nothing more than Tuesday's low. And so we came off of that nicely, and we even closed back above Monday's low. So, it kind of neutralized bearish momentum. And so that reemerges clearly if we break yesterday's 248.53 low. And if we do break the 248.53 low, I do see 242.61 as likely. So let me sort of rephrase this. These intraday pivot points, 248.53 able to contain intraday selling, and if we break 48.53, that is to say Tuesday's low, 242.61 is likely. 242.61 is an inside channel. Inside the 2-month channel, we have kind of a 1-month channel at 242.61, and it can contain daily selling pressures. If we close today below 242.61, we should, with that kind of volatility tomorrow, test our target at 234.06. That is a 2 to 3 week objective at 234.06 that can contain selling through next week, and from there we can round back up into what is now the mid 260s within 2 to 3 weeks of doing so. I've mentioned how we could trade inside of this structure through October trade, bottoming out in the mid 230s, rallying back into the mid 260s, falling away again, and that is a scenario that could unfold perhaps, and both of those areas are rising gradually. Once again, we have an intraday pivot point at 257.67. If we open above it, 264.56 is likely again. If we break 257.67, yesterday's low of 248.53 is likely. And once again, if we break 248.53 today, 242.61 is likely, where we can place a daily low. Closing below 242.61, our 2 to 3 week objective at 234.06 is then likely tomorrow. Now, if over the next couple of weeks we were to close below that 234.06 channel bottom, we enter a 1 to 2 month sell signal into the upper 170s, 177.50. We're a long way from that right now, but I just wanted to give you the heads up on that. Upside today, 264.56 is part of a range of resistance on the weekly chart up to 266.20 that can contain buying through next week, and below which the mid 230s remain a 2 to 3 week target. Now, if we happen to close today above 266.20, I would expect 271 even tomorrow. Now, there is the very real possibility that if we push through 266.20 today, we test 271 even today. And if we close today above 266.20, I'm going to take you back to the weekly chart. 281.38 is then likely within the week. And that is the high settlement price that was put out in July of 23 following the January 23 low. The highest we have closed on the weekly chart in the better part of 2 years. In fact, it may actually be over 2 years. Overall, closing the week Friday above 266.20 does indicate 333.56 over the next 2 to 3 months, I will say. But on the daily chart, you can see a different objective or another objective that is nearer term in scope, and that is closing above 266.22. Within about 3 to 5 weeks, we should push on to 305.80. So if we close today above 266.20, no good reason to be short Tesla. As we move through October, I would expect 305.80 within about 3 to 5 weeks. Until then, you can play the short side, stay short into the mid 230s, where profits can be taken and long entry made for 2 to 3 week swing traders back into the mid 260s and climbing. Our next downside sell opportunity on the downside, of course, would be a settlement below 234.06. No good reason to be long Tesla then as we move through October and into November trade. I think I pretty much said it all. I'm going to leave it at that for Wednesday's Tesla report. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursdays, and you have a great evening.